Well, good evening, fellow Edo State people. I want to respond to Philip Shaibu utterances as against Comrade Adams Oshimole. Everybody and the whole world knows that Philip Shaibu has the diarrhea of the mouth. So I want to respond point by point to all the issues he raised in his vituperation at the King Palace. First of all, I want to let him know that he said he brought Comrade Adams Oshimole to politics. I want to tell him that that's not true. That's not correct. He was not the one who brought Adams Oshimole to politics. First of all, I remember when I was bringing Philip Shaibu into politics. I remember when I would tell Philip Shaibu from Kaduna to see me in Lagos, and he would come. I remember on a particular day I asked him to see me. He entered the road from Kaduna that night, drove all through the night, and he got to me in Lagos in the morning with some people, bless you, Agbomere, Speaker Honorable Edoro. And I remember I discussed with him and I sent him some errands and on how to destabilize Lucky James, who I made council chairman. I remember that time. And I gave him a lot of money when he was leaving. So, and I also remember when I was made chairman of Metallurgical Training Institute, Onitsha. And the community and my friends decided to host me. As at that time, I invited Adams Oshimole. And Philip Shaibu came and he tried to enter that dinner. He was blocked. He was prevented from coming in because it was clear that with the caliber of people that were there, he could not enter. So how come he would say that he brought Adams Oshimole into politics? So it's laughable when Philip will say things like that. I think it's always good for us to say things the way they are and not just to lie. And he said that he did not betray Oshimole, that it was Oshimole that betrayed him. I wonder why Philip Shaibu would say such things. And from my conclusion, I think as at the time he was making that statement, I'm sure Philip Shaibu was high in cheap, very cheap drugs. So I think it's wrong for him to even say that. Philip Shaibu, you did not introduce Comrade Adams Oshimole into politics. Rather, it was Adams Oshimole who brought you into politics. Because I remember, even while I brought you in, because of your disloyalty, you tried to be disloyal and you went to join another party. And at the end of the day, I organized the entire Isako West 2 constituency to vote you out. And we installed Honorable Modagbe as the elected member to represent us. And Adams Oshimole came and made it possible for you to even get to the house. So if we want to draw conclusions, it was Adams Oshimole who made it possible for you to even come to the house after all, because you were a non-entity, you were a nobody. And you know that. And that's the reason why I get mad most of the time when you open your mouth to say certain things to disparage Comrade Adams Oshimole. And the people will not take it lightly with you. this time, and we are ready to match you for everything that you think about. And in that your interview, interview at the King's Palace, you said that even if the 14 members are re-elected, that they will not be sworn in. Philip Shaibu, I put it to you. You and Governor Obaseki are too small to say you will not swear them in. The reason why you got away with this is because of Comrade Adams Oshomole. You people had, APC had 24 members in the House, so there was no PDP. So there was nobody to contest with you guys. That's the reason. And right now, we are working very hard to ensure that APC gets 24 out of 24. And by the time we get those numbers and you say you are not going to swear them in, then you know that you are calling for crisis. And I will lead that crisis that will get you and Governor Obaseki out of Edo State. I can assure you that, and I can tell you that. And again, I know how you came into politics. Very clear. You are a little boy. Yes, you are deputy governor today by the grace of God and by the grace of Comrade Adams Oshomole. You are deputy governor today. But you betrayed him. But that's not even the issue. You have the right to do whatever you want to do. But the only thing I want to tell you is to warn you to be wary of the things you say. Because this election that we are going to be facing is the first election that I'll be doing as deputy state chairman. The highest party man in APC in Edo North. You will not find it very easy at all. So you must be careful and you must be guided in your utterances. Because I've had the opportunity to even say certain things that I know the plans that you people are having. Philip, if you wear a black pant today, I know. If you are wearing a white pant, I know. If you are wearing a white singlet, I know. If you are wearing a red singlet, I know. That is the very much you are wired. So everything around you, I have all your information. So I think I'm your attitude. I'll be able to match you whatever you feel that you are today. I'll be able to match you for your information. Isako East, as you said, has not lost anything. Because I heard you saying that Honorable Ugabia was not sworn in. So for that, they were unable to get a dividend of democracy. Even when you people refused to swear them in, Honorable Minister of Budget, Clem Agba, came into the place. All the projects he has spread across Edo State, most especially in Isako East, are overwhelming. They are overwhelming enough. And I know how, even when Kingsley Ogabi was not sworn in, I know how he was on claim, 24/7 on claim, Agba, to ensure that projects are brought in. With his good offices, he brought in a lot of projects, roads that they are constructing in the Agenebode Aziz, where Ali Mihena, who you are now calling Oracle of Development, I don't understand the kind of oracle, could not do. Agba is doing all of those things. So I think you should shut your gutter mouth up when it gets to Kingsley Ogabi. Kingsley Ogabi is going to win his election very clearly, and he will be sworn in, whether you like it or not. Philip, you are aware that you and Obaseki are thieves. It just came out recently in Port Harcourt. Wike has said that the 13% derivation that is being owed from 1999 till present day has been paid. And as I speak, Wike has worked and he has commissioned about 8 to 9 flyover in rivers. So many other projects. And when he was asked, when that proposal was put to him, how he's getting money to do all the projects that he's doing, that is so laudable that even the president, who hardly will appreciate anybody, gave him, appreciated him by honoring him. He said clearly that the 13% derivation funds that were held back from 1999 to present day were paid to all the Niger Delta governors. Meaning that you, Philip Shaibu and Obaseki, have received close to about 150 something billion naira of that 13% derivation. So I am calling on all Edo State youths, PDP, APC, that's the old PDP, APC, Labour Party, and all political parties. I'm calling them out at this moment to come out in protest to ask you and Obaseki thieves what you did with that 13% derivation that has just been paid. I can bet you that both of you will not know peace until you will know what you have done with that money. If you are not saying it, you will start refunding the money to us. You are introducing Senator Francis Alemikena, and introducing him, you said Comrade Adams Oshomole at his age is begging for votes. I can categorically tell you that Comrade Adams Oshomole and Alemikena is even senior in age to Comrade Adams Oshomole. So when you say such things, it beats my imagination, and it's laughable when you talk like that. It then means you are such a neophyte in politics. Go to Alemikena. Alemikena himself is aware that he cannot match Oshomole. He has not even been able to get the ticket of his part of PDP, which is divided right now, because Alemikena and yourself are campaigning one way, Pascal Bome and other people are campaigning. So what is the mileage? What mileage are you going to get with all your utterances going around? It is going to yield to nothing. And Alemikena himself knows that he has lost the election. Even if Comrade does not even come, he has lost the election. Lucky James is his Director General. I brought Lucky James into politics. Before you even came into politics, I brought Lucky James into politics. And everybody knows he's there. So if Lucky James today decided to say he's DG of Alemikena, and the thing Lucky James is saying that is making him not to back Oshomole, he is saying that the deputy chairmanship position that was supposed to be given to him was given to me. I find it very funny and sad for Lucky James to even think like that, because I brought Lucky James from the classroom. Lucky James had just 1,800 naira in his account when I made him chairman of council. And when I made him chairman, I gave him free hand. I never disturbed him. I never asked him for anything. The only position that will be given to me from 1999 till date, if Lucky James will protest that position is given to me, and the reason why he will not support Oshomole and he will go and back Alemikena, then it is, this fight is not even Adams Oshomole's fight. It's my fight. So it's bad news for Ali Mihena. And the Oshomole campaign is led by a dogged infantry soldier, backed by me, who is the deputy state chairman and the #1 party man from Edo, party officer in Edo North. So both of us will smoke Ali Mihena out of the way. And I can tell you that we have what it takes to get Oshomole elected, whether it comes or not. Oshomole is an enigma. Oshomole is running on the things he has done before. If you go to all the nooks and crannies of Edo, you see his roads. You see all the things he put there. Philip Shaibu is saying today, in that interview, that he is the one who put the Iyamo University in the budget. Philip Shaibu. I wonder whether Philip Shaibu even knew the meaning of budget when he was even coming to the house. You see, the whole thing is, Oshomole brought a lot of people into the scene. And the reason was this. We had PDP that was entrenched everywhere. That was the party I was. And when that election was done, Oshomole from the blue smoked us out of government. And the only people that were with him are recalcitrants, idiots, stupid people, fools. And you have those combinations as people like Philip Shaibu, Lucky James, Akbogu, and the rest of them. They were new fights that Oshomole played up. I always tell Comrade Adams Oshomole that all iron will return to the blacksmith. And as I speak, all irons are returning to the blacksmith. Oshomole is going to go rise to the sky. And there is nothing anybody can do to stop him. Because you cannot stop a moving train. The train has already taken off. It's moving. Philip Shaibu is too small. Lucky James is too small. Ali Mihena is too small. There is nothing that is going to stop us. Philip is a little kid. Maybe he does not know. I will advise him to retrace his steps. He has to retrace his steps from today if he wants to know peace. One thing I want to tell him is that if you say you are a deputy governor or you say you are a governor, it does not mean that you cannot be slapped. It does not mean you cannot be dazed. If he's slapped and he retaliates, it's to fight him. It is not in the constitution that a governor cannot be slapped or a deputy governor cannot be slapped. You should know that. Because we know that, that's what I'm preaching to everybody. So you will be surprised that if you meet face to face with certain people, with the information that people have now, he will be shocked that one day he will be slapped. And if he does not take time, he will be slapped before the election. There is nothing that is going to stop us from winning. We are going to clear all the seats of the House of Assembly. We are going to clear the House of Reps. We are going to clear the Senate, and we are going to clear the presidency. So that at the end of the day, Bola Ahmed Tinubu will become the president of Nigeria. Comrade Adams Oshiomhole will represent Edo North in the House of in Senate. Danko Anamero will represent the Isako Federal Constituency. Professor Julius Ihovere will represent the Onwa Federal Constituency. And Honorable Peter Akpatase will represent the Akoko Edo Federal Constituency. Then I will see where Philip will come from. I am sure after the election in February, Philip will just go from there. I'm not sure he's going to come back to Edo North. I can tell you that. I want to use this opportunity to call on the Commissioner of Police in Edo. Because we know the plans that they are having. We know that several meetings have been held for most of our boys to be arrested before the time of the election. We are aware. Because most of the boys that Philip thinks are his boys are working with him and are reaching out to us, and they are giving us all the informations. I want to tell the Commissioner of Police, I want to use this opportunity to tell the Commissioner of Police in Edo not to fall for their tricks, not to fall for their game. Because if he tries, we will not hesitate to retaliate in whatever they are going to do. If they try to intimidate our boys, we are wise enough. We will respond very swiftly because we know what we are doing and we know where we are going to. Well, I want to thank all of those state people, and I want to call everybody, APC, old PDP, Labour Party, all political parties in Edo State, to come out en masse to protest so that Obaseki will tell us what he has done with the monies that were released to him, the 13% derivation from 1999 that were released to him, that is running to about 150 something billion naira, what he has done with it. We are going to close down his government. We are going to close all the roads, and government will not work until he explains to us what he has done with the money, because there is nothing going on in Edo State right now. I want to use this opportunity to thank all Edo State people for bearing the hardship that Obaseki and Philip Shaibu have put in Edo. The hunger that they have brought. Monies normally are released for projects. Recently, Honorable Clem Agba, the Minister of Budget, through his office, he worked very hard because he listens to the yearning of the people, and put 10 billion for the repair of our roads. As I speak to you, Alimi Hena, Senator Alimi Hena, Senator Odia, Senator what do you call him from Edo South, met, and as I speak to you, they want to balkanize. They are balkanizing the budget right now. That 10 billion. All they are doing is to take that 10 billion, balkanize it, put it in training. You will not now see that money. That is the reason why we are having problems with roads, with most of the infrastructures that the federal government wants to do. Just the way they release money now. And most of the APC, most of the PDP government governors are taking the money and putting it in their pocket, like Obaseki is doing and Philip Shaibu. That's the same way that when the budget, the minister has put 10 billion to reconstruct that road so that we can have free passage during the Christmas, as I speak. they've had about 3 meetings on how to balkanize the budget. Ali Mikena, Senator Odia, and the one from Edo South, they have met and they have organized it and they have put it in trainings so that it will be easier for them to corner it into their pocket. We say no to that. We're also going to protest that if that budget is passed and that 10 billion is not in that, is not approved bulk the way it was put, I think they will not be able to put their foot in Edo. I will also lead a rebellion against them at that point. So I want to use this opportunity to thank everybody who are well-meaning people of Edo, who have the mind, who have the mind of Edo people. We must all come together to work and ensure that we get Obaseki past us, so that we get people like Philip Shaibu past us. Their time is up and they must go. We must push them out, whether they like it or not. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.